Has the divorce papers arrived? Yes, I'm filling out my part right now. All right then, you go ahead and submit it as soon as possible. I'm gonna remarry soon. I should have divorced such a loser much earlier. I regretted my slow decision-making. After telling my children about the divorce, I decided to quickly submit the divorce papers. But they stopped me from doing it. They said it wasn't the time yet. Can you just let us handle this matter for now? My name is Helen, a 50-year-old office worker. Having worked at the same company for many years, I've become a seasoned veteran and even climbed to the position of department head. With my husband Travis, I had twins named Kent and Samuel. Travis was a friend from university, and we reconnected when I was 33, which led to us dating and eventually getting married. During our university days, I think he admired me. After reuniting, we started going out for drinks occasionally, and I was surprised to hear he had looked up to me. Eventually, I was drawn to him, and we began seeing each other more frequently until our relationship started. A year into dating, we got married and had been living happily ever since. Our marriage was going well, and we had twin boys at the age of 35. Due to work, we often had to leave them in childcare, but once they started kindergarten, my mother frequently came over to help out. They are exceptionally bright, quickly picking up language and writing beautifully at an early age. Seeing this was somewhat surprising, but I was genuinely pleased. We taught them a lot at home, and before starting elementary school, they had already learned quite a bit of writing. They were eager learners, so I kept supplying them with study materials and let them enjoy their studies. Their teacher, noticing their brilliance, made a certain suggestion. It was to test their IQ, which could be done for free online. I wanted to go ahead with the test, but Travis seemed unhappy about it for some reason. He used to boast about them, so I wondered what had changed. Why bother with such a test? It's useless, isn't it? From then on, I felt a disconnect in how Travis and I perceived the kids. Despite his opposition, I let the kids take the test. Knowing couldn't hurt, and since it was free, why not? And the results were incredible. Both kids scored over 140. Wow, we're actually pretty amazing, huh? Huh? Isn't this normal? What are you talking about? This is really something special. All right, Mom, calm down. The elementary-aged twins calmly settle me down as I get overly excited. When Travis just got home. Let's tell Dad too. Yeah, that sounds good. The two kids rushed over to their father. Dad, look at this. Kent, the eldest twin, showed him a printed paper. It says our IQs are 140. Isn't that great, Travis? You should praise them too. But Travis said nothing. Hey, what's with you? Huh? Oh, sorry, I'm gonna take a shower. I thought his reaction was pretty harsh. And then, he started avoiding the kids on purpose. As the kids grew, it became more obvious, and recently Travis and I had our first major argument. This happened when the twins were preparing for high school. It's fine if they go to a high school close to home, right? What are you talking about? They are incredibly talented. We should choose a better environment that allows them to grow even more. As I said that, Travis sighed deeply. Look, I'm gonna be clear here since it's about time, but you're too invested in the kids. So they're smart, so what? I couldn't tolerate his remark. Don't you want to make the kids' futures better? Kids will grow up on their own. You're being a bit crazy. Crazy? What's crazy about it? I don't understand what you want. You know. As I was saying this, the kids came into the living room. It's okay, we don't care where we go to high school. Kent's right, we don't mind. That's not the point. He's jealous of you guys. When I said that, Travis scowled. Huh? What are you talking about? It's true, isn't it? Normally, parents are proud of their talented children. What else could it be but jealousy? Then, you handle it. Do whatever you like. Wait, we're not done talking yet. Travis ignored my words and left the house. After that, our family's relationship began to deteriorate rapidly. In the end, the twins chose to attend the nearby high school they wanted. I had said they could choose any school they liked, but they didn't. They probably made that choice considering us. I felt terribly sorry, but now that it had come to this, all I could do was watch over them. After they started high school, Travis barely talked to the kids anymore. His obvious avoidance was increasingly frustrating to me. You know, you haven't been talking to the kids much lately, have you? I talk when it's necessary. But still, you should do more. Besides, they probably look down on me. What are you talking about? That's not true at all. No, it definitely is. It really pisses me off. That's not. It's probably just something my husband has concocted on his own. I tried many times to persuade Travis to communicate more with them, but it was all in vain. Mom, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. You don't look at it, though. Oh, sorry, just wondering how it all came to this. About Dad? Yeah. Do you still like Dad? What? Why would you ask that all of a sudden? Just curious. I don't always know what the kids are thinking. Our happiness is seeing you happy, Mom. Their words made me pause. Should I really be letting them worry about me like this? I wanted us to live a happy, family-oriented life. I thought it was better for the kids to have their father around. But it turned out that wasn't the case. Somewhere along the way, I had forgotten that my own happiness was important too. And now, they are in high school. Meanwhile, Travis's behavior was getting worse. He wasn't just avoiding conversation, he hardly came home. He would come home late on weekdays and leave early on weekends. Are you really that busy with work? You're gone all day, even on weekends. What I do is my own business. Who do you think supports this house? That's not what I'm talking about. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? He began to treat me with a dismissive attitude. I'm not usually quick to anger, but this really got to me. Since we're being honest, you're becoming increasingly unattractive. Thinking I once admired someone like you feels like a dark part of my history. I never thought you could be such a man. What? Say that again. I'll say it as many times as I need to. You were so much more handsome when we first met. Now, you've gained weight, you look terrible, you're rude, and your personality is awful. There's not a single good thing about you. Shut up. I can't stand you mocking me. With that, Travis threw the glass he was holding in my direction. The glass hit the wall, shattered, and scattered. The beer inside splashed over the walls and the floor. What are you doing? I can't believe this. Shut up. Just clean that up. He said that and then left the house. Stunned, I stood there looking at the pieces of broken glass scattered on the floor. Mom, are you okay? Wow, the glass. I need to clean it up right away. No, you might get hurt. Mom will clean it up. Snapped back to reality by my children's voices, I prepared a broom. As I gathered and disposed of the glass, they wiped down the floor and walls with a cloth. Regardless of the harsh words or misunderstandings, I had always dreamed of spending my days in a happy family setting. I wanted to cling to that slight hope. But that day might never come. You should rest for now, Mom. Yeah, you've done enough, Mom. Leave the rest to us. What do you mean? Stuff around the house. I assumed they meant the chores. Certainly, I couldn't handle them in my current state of mind. Sorry, then. I'll go to rest now. With that, I went to my bedroom and lay down on the bed. As I closed my eyes, I could hear the kids talking outside the door. I couldn't make out the exact contents of their conversation, but soon I fell asleep. After a while, I was awakened. Not by the alarm, but by Travis's loud voice. I hurried toward the source of the noise. In the living room, Travis was yelling that his smartphone was missing. Hey, where's the smartphone that was here? How would I know? Then you help look for it. Then the kids, rubbing their eyes, got up. What's going on so early in the morning? I woke up because of the loud voices. Dad's phone is missing. Phone? Yeah, Kent and Samuel, do you know anything? No, we don't. We didn't even know when Dad came back home. Just look for it. Travis was incredibly frantic. I understand getting upset about a lost phone, but his panic seemed extreme. Despite searching everywhere, it was nowhere to be found. Then Kent spoke up. It was under the sofa. When we moved the sofa, indeed, there was the smartphone. Wow, it's that late already? Travis said that and rushed out as if fleeing. After confirming he had left the house, Kent and Samuel were laughing. Was there something funny? No, nothing special. Just thought he was really panicking. At that moment, I had no idea that such a routine scene of searching for a smartphone could lead to what was coming. Come on, you two, eat quickly or you'll be late. Time passed, and the kids became seniors in high school. College entrance exams were approaching fast. Today was the day the mock exam results were due. How did it go? Huh? Oh, all 100%. As expected. Well, this level is easy for us. Both of them scored all 100% on the mock exams. They were well within the acceptance range for top universities, which was truly impressive. I had been secretly saving for their tuition. Because honestly, I couldn't rely on Travis. Each month, I'd deposit a part of my salary into a special account. With this, the kids could afford any university they chose to attend without any financial issues. But then, I noticed something alarming. The money I had saved for both of our kids' tuition was completely withdrawn. What's going on? When I checked the withdrawal date, it was a week ago. That was the day Travis said he was visiting his parents. I immediately called my mother-in-law. Hello. Oh, Helen, it's been a while. What's up? I was just concerned about something from about a week ago. Calling turned out to be the right move. To put it bluntly, he hadn't gone back to his parents' house at all. Sorry for calling out of the blue. It's okay. Bring Kent and Samuel over to visit again soon. Yes, of course. I immediately went home and waited for my husband to return. 2 hours later, he came back. I was waiting for you. I'm home. Where were you a week ago? I was at my parents' house. That's a lie. I pointed it out sharply. I called your mother. She said you hadn't come. That is. So, are you saying your mother lied? No, that's not it. Then what? Well, that day I was invited out by a friend. Honestly, I no longer cared where my husband had been. What mattered was something else. What I really want to know is about the money withdrawn from my account. Huh? Why would I need to do that? It seems it was withdrawn using this card. I showed Travis the bank card. He quickly looked away, which I noticed. Oh, you seem flustered. Do you know something about it? No way! I don't know anything about that card. I see. So someone stole my card and withdrew the savings without permission. I guess I have no choice but to consult the police. Hearing this, Travis quickly started to tell the truth. It seems he hadn't spent all the money. Still, he had used about $40,000 of it. According to him, he had memorized the password when he saw me use it to withdraw money. Please, no police. Then return the full amount. Okay, I understand. I'll return it all. By next month. You know what happens if you break that promise? After that, Travis became more subdued. And on the promised day, the full amount was indeed returned. Then, with less than a month until the exams, something happened. Finally, Travis caused a problem so severe it seemed to erase everything up to that point. Hey, what's Dad doing now? Hasn't he been coming home less frequently? It was during dinner with just me and the kids. Just as the kids asked that, Travis showed up. Hey, do you have my portion? There's some, yes. Good, then get it ready for me. I silently prepared his portion. The kids, seeing their father after a long time, were silent and wary. "How's school going, Kent?" "It's normal, I guess." "And you, Samuel?" "I'm all right too." It looked like a normal family conversation, but when was the last time we had such a scene? Travis was smiling and talking to them, but the kids had dead eyes and were just shoveling their soup. "Here's your plate." I interrupted their talk by placing his dish in front of him. The kids had finished eating by then, so I prompted them to return to their rooms. "Hey, we were still talking. What are you trying to do?" "What?" "I just wanted to talk to the kids. It's strange for you to suddenly do this after avoiding communication for so long." "It's really just that." Afterward, Travis silently ate his meal and went to sleep. He started coming home earlier, which made me suspicious of him. 2 days later, it was my birthday, and Travis did something unexpected. "Happy birthday, Helen," he said that as he handed me a bouquet. It was a bouquet of yellow roses. Thank you." "I also bought a cake, so let's eat it together." Since the kids are growing, I got a whole cake. While we were doing this, the kids came back. "Happy birthday, Mom. This is from us." Was I dreaming? For the first time in a long time, Travis was kind, and the kids seemed happy to celebrate my birthday. This was the family harmony I had longed for. Has Travis finally reflected on his behavior? Maybe we could build a happy home again. But the next morning, Travis was gone. He was supposed to be sleeping next to me last night. I got up immediately and looked around the house, but he was nowhere to be found. Had he left the house? As I stood there stunned, Samuel burst through the door into the living room. "Mom, I've been thinking about it and I remembered. The yellow roses from yesterday, they symbolize jealousy or fluctuations in love, right?" "Is that so? But why would he be jealous of me?" "I don't know, but Dad's gone, right?" At that moment, I realized I had been abandoned. Maybe yesterday was meant to be a sort of last supper. Perhaps he waited until my birthday to execute his plan. Later, Travis seemed to have been laying groundwork everywhere, and I was called into the office. The reason was an accusation of me having an affair. I managed to clear up the misunderstanding with a polite explanation. When I got home, I received a call from my mother-in-law. "What have you done? An affair is just despicable. Please wait, I would never do something like that. That's enough, I want nothing to do with you from now on." She hung up unilaterally. It was 2 weeks later when Travis called. We were considering various things, including divorce. "Are you doing okay? Thanks for everything up to now. What have you done? I've been supporting you all this time, I deserve some freedom." What does he mean by supporting? I work too, and I actually earn more than he does. Are the kids even mine, or are they someone else's? I won't be mad, just tell me the truth. Don't insult those kids anymore. If you want to leave, then just go. I was going to do that anyway. He laughed loudly as he hung up. A few days later, the divorce papers arrived, and Travis called again. "Did the divorce papers arrive?" "Yes, I'm filling out my section right now." "Good, then make sure you submit it soon. I'm planning to remarry soon." Surprised? She's 15 years younger and much prettier than you. Huh, good for you. You're not surprised? Not really. I don't care what you do anymore. Well, all right then. With that, Travis ended the call. I should have divorced such a loser much earlier. I regretted my slow decision-making. After telling the kids about the divorce, I decided to quickly submit the divorce papers. However, the boys stopped me. "It's not the right time yet," they said. "Can we handle this matter for now? We won't let you regret it." I hesitated to let my underage sons take on such a task, but their faces were dead serious. Without saying a word, I found myself nodding in agreement. A week later, I received a notification about Travis's remarriage along with a wedding invitation. What a despicable man. Then the boys came up with a proposal after seeing it. "Mom, we're gonna cause a huge scene and get back at him." What? What are you planning? Don't worry, we've thought it through. There won't be any problems. The way my sons exchanged looks and smiled sent a chill down my spine. After all, the two are twins with an IQ of 140. Their perfect understanding of each other and high intelligence could have been what Travis feared. But I had made up my mind too. I trust you too. Just make sure it's thorough enough that he can't recover from it. Leave it to us. On the day of the wedding, the boys went to the venue full of life. I parked the car in front of the venue and waited. Samuel, the younger twin, was holding an envelope. It seemed there was some kind of surprise planned. About 2 hours later, I received a call from Samuel. Hello, is something going on? Yeah, actually, it's about to get messy. I'm switching to video call. Then the wedding reception appeared on the screen. Mom, can you see? Yes, I can see. Just watch, we're about to wreak havoc. I watched anxiously, wondering what was about to unfold. It seemed like the bride was about to read a letter to her parents. It is likely with photos shown on a large screen behind her. But as the bride started to read her letter, the screen showed Travis and an unidentifiable woman in a compromising situation. She was certainly not the bride. As the video continued, it shifted to display various other women. How despicable is this man? It appears he has been involved with these 5 women ultimately. Narrated my sons. Mom, did you see? Yes, but how did you manage to set up this video? Well, find the right moment. But there's more to come. Then the video dramatically changed in tone. I recognized Kent and Samuel's voices immediately, even though they were wearing masks to hide their faces. The groom here is about to get married, yet he's involved with 5 women other than his bride. But that's not all. This man is a criminal for committing bigamy. At that moment, I realized why the boys had insisted on not filing for divorce yet. It was all for this. When the video ended, the venue was in complete panic. The bride lunged at Travis, looking like she might hit him any moment. Shall we put the final touch on this? The boys then walked over to Travis. Is this what you're doing? Come on, Dad, you're not in any position to be angry. Exactly, you're the one who should be criticized. By the way, Mom is watching all this via video call. Mom, do you want to say something? You are pathetic. Well, it was a fitting wedding for a lousy jerk like you. All right, Kent, satisfied? Let's go home. Yeah. Samuel, Mom is waiting for us. Even my mother-in-law was briefly visible at the edge of the screen, her face looking like the end of the world. Well, she had it coming. The kids came back to the car beaming. Great job, that was impressive. I feel so relieved. But where did you get that footage? Oh, that? I was stunned by the boys' explanation. It turns out, Kent was curious about what Travis was doing when he wasn't home, and to find out, he developed an app himself. He installed it on Travis's phone the day Travis was fussing about it being lost. But you weren't noticed? Dad sleeps so deeply, it was easy to take his phone. And that's not all. We made it so we could pull data from the smartphone to our computer. We found so much evidence of his affairs, it was almost funny. These kids are incredible. The next day, Travis came to our house furious. What the hell is this? He was holding an envelope. Oh. You looked inside? It was a letter with photos and contact details of his affairs, apparently sent to his parents' home. It seems that he had sent it to his parents-in-law's house. You really did it now. Thanks to you, I've been kicked out of the house. Well, you brought it on yourself, Dad. Right. And remember, you spread lies at my workplace, didn't you? It didn't work, but I could sue you for defamation. So, what are you here for? We are still married, right? Ken said something about bigamy yesterday. Oh, that. Too bad, I filed it yesterday. You and I are strangers now. Damn you! You've ruined everything. You're the one joking, right? You probably came to me because you're being sued by your spouse too. He seemed struck by the accusation, his mouth opening and closing without a sound. "Oh, right. And you're a criminal after all," Kent said with a laugh from the side. Samuel chimed in, laughing, "You better leave quickly if you don't want to get caught." Travis left looking frustrated, almost fleeing. After that, I contacted a lawyer to communicate further with my ex-husband. Travis is now living in a shabby apartment, mostly paying his earnings towards child support, leading a life of poverty. Truly, he brought this on himself. Meanwhile, the kids each got into their first-choice universities. I continue to work hard, managing to pay their tuition fees without any problem. Moving forward, I plan to keep working hard for my children and watch over their growth.